What's up guys, CyberHoudini here and welcome back to your daily dose of gaming. It's the 16th of March and yeah, this is going to be a very busy week. This is something new I'm trying out, a short little little game news show if you want to call it that. It's kind of hard to put a name on it right now, but it's something cool just to talk about the daily game news before we play some games. Fuck yeah. Today is definitely no slouch. It's around this time when all the news starts to kind of burst out, which is really cool. You know, it's like around the time I go live, so I end up missing a lot of the news. So it's all the better that we do this. Fuck yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I'm gonna keep this up for as long as I can. I'm hoping in a way this helps people, you know, get closer to the games they love, you know, and maybe find out a couple of new things as well. Hell yeah. So we're not gonna delay at all. Like I want to keep these to around half an hour to an hour maximum. Perfect little bite-sized chunk. Lovely. So like I was saying, this is a busy week. Tomorrow is Paddy's Day, but we're also going to hear some news, hopefully, about Dying Light 2. I'll be right there with the news when we hear it. Then the next day after, at the 18th, we have Square Enix Presents. Hopefully we'll see new games like The Life is Strange 3. There's talks maybe of a new game from a Square Enix Montreal studio. Alright, so let's head over to the news straight away. No messing around. Oh yes. So we're kicking things off with some awesome news that Jade Raymond, who, you know, is one of the people responsible for making the Assassin's Creed series. She's one of the visionaries behind that. Fantastic woman in gaming. Like, she's now has started her own studio and she's working on an exclusive IP for PlayStation, which is really damn cool. I think for now it seems like it's a collaboration exclusively with PlayStation. So there you go, that's cool. She went from Ubisoft to EA, and she headed up EA Motive over there. And apparently she had a studio or a game in the works for like 6 years called Codename Gaia. It was going to be something similar to an Assassin's Creed, and they went and cancelled it like fools. So understandably, I'd say that was probably one of the main reasons why she left. But now she's making her own studio, making her own game. I love to see that because, like I said, she is definitely a visionary. I can't wait to see what she comes up with. Really cool. I don't know if you guys can see this. Like, let me know later if you can actually read what's going on here, because I can change that around if it's too hard to read. But this is from the PlayStation blog themselves. Oh yes. So obviously, you know, this is going to take a while, but it's still nice to see this. You know, it's just early grassroots stuff, but it's really cool to see that she's gonna have her own studio, and, you know, backed by PlayStation. That's huge. That is huge. That's a massive get for PlayStation for sure. But yeah, hell yeah, I'm so glad to see that, because you know, I've kind of, she's one of those people in the industry that I've kept an eye on because, you know, I've always been a massive fan of Assassin's Creed. Alright. So yeah, that's a brand new IP. The studio itself is called Haven Entertainment Studios, which is real nice. I like that. How's it going, Scott? Hello, dude. Thank you for the subscription, man. Straight in the door. Oh yeah. How are you doing, Scott? How's your week going, man? What have you been playing yourself lately? This is something new I started, just a little gaming news daily thing. Because we end up always talking about games the whole way through the stream. And I love that. And I was like, why don't I just compress it all together at the start of the stream? And yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's kind of fun. Fun so far. Nothing too special. It's all grassroots stuff. But yeah, fucking awesome hearing everyone, you know, they talk about how excited they are about this game and that game. I love it. I fucking love it. Alright. How's it going? How's it going, man? Have you jumped on the Valheim train yet? No, everybody seems to be going crazy over that game. But yeah, mostly work kid stuff we're playing. Oh, World of Warcraft, nice. Lovely. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know how things are going over there, like in terms of vaccines and that, but it's not looking too good here. They're very behind which is ridiculous. Alright, so on to the next piece of news. More Xbox Game Pass news, which is insane. This thing just keeps getting better and better. And today came with a huge surprise. We knew that Outriders was coming to the Game Pass day one, April 1st. I actually thought it might have been a bit of a April Fool's joke, but there you go. That'll be a big thing for Xbox, and it'll help out Square Enix. But now we are after seeing something very different. Hold on, I'm all reversed. Look at this right here. Octopath Traveler. This is a Nintendo published, Nintendo owned game coming to the Game Pass. What the hell is going on? It's that game, you might have seen it. It looks like a pop-up book. It's an old classic style JRPG with a 2D sprite pop-up book art style. It's coming to the Game Pass console and PC. It's one of those games that has not gone down in price much at all, which really annoyed me because I want to play it. And now I'll play it on Xbox, which is so unusual. Crazy. So yeah, Game Pass just continues to get better and better. Genesis Noir is another one I'm really looking forward to. Nier Automata coming to PC. I thought that was already on PC. So there you go. Pyro, how's it going? Gotta go grab some grub. No worries, dude. We're gonna do some Remnant later if you want. Remnant from the ashes. Hell yes. Yakuza 6. So Xbox are definitely keeping up with they're basically collaborated and are putting all the Yakuza games on Xbox, which is really cool. We have Undertale as well. They're gonna add something new to Undertale for Xbox. Narita Boy, you saw me play the demo for that. I'm super excited for that. It's coming out at the end of the month. I will definitely be playing that. Empire of Sin. I think I remember hearing about that. It's a cool little mafia game. Star Wars Squadrons. We got Torchlight 3. Pillars of Eternity 2 and Supraland. Supraland there at the bottom right corner. I've heard some crazy things about that. It's one of those kind of first-person adventure games, something similar to like Slime Rancher and all those kind of games. But this one just turns it on its head. It's kind of mad. There's also a couple of games leaving the Game Pass as well. Not too many, thank God. Let's move this over here. Alright, so the 3 games leaving are Hyperdot, Journey to the Savage Planet, which is another really cool, space exploration game. Planet. When it came out, it actually reminded me of a couple other games. But yeah, that's definitely worth playing. And Machinarium, if that's how you pronounce that. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. But there you go. Xbox Game Pass just keeps going from strength to strength. Good for them. Getting a car this week, finally. Lovely. Vaccines in my state are a huge question mark. I just don't get it. Why don't they just turn all the COVID test centers into vaccine centers? It's as simple as that. You've got the staff, you've got the place, just do it. Why do you need to set up separate whatever. I think I might get Outriders. Yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I might try it if it's on, it's coming to the Game Pass. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Those kind of games for me are very hit and miss. Like, I trust People Can Fly, the developer behind it. Like, Bulletstorm's super fun. But, you know how it is. The same with, like, the Destinies and that. They wear out after a while when you don't have a good crew. But I'm enjoying Remnant right now, which is awesome. Alright, on to the next bit of news. This one's really funny. I had heard about this happening and I'm like, this is too ridiculous to believe. But here we go. GTA Online just got a new patch to fix the overly long load times. And lo and behold, it's all thanks to a fan, to an actual mod, a guy who modded the game, and he found a huge mistake in the code. This is something that's been there for what, 7 years? 7-8 years? Jesus Christ, Rockstar. So apparently, like, the load times are pretty bad on console. I haven't played it on PC, but I hear they're pretty bad as well. But as he was digging around in the code, he found that there was this thing, causing a massive CPU block, like. So he decided to mess around with it. I actually watched, there's a whole video on it, and watched what he did, and holy crap, he did a great job. But I don't know what, I couldn't understand half it, I'm not gonna lie. But here's the thing. So after that happened, and he was able to, I think his name is Toast, maybe T0ST. Good for him. After this happened, Rockstar got in touch with him, and basically, I think they definitely should give him more, but they gave him a little reward of $10,000. But I don't know. I think he definitely deserves more for that. Like, Jesus Christ. You know the way usually they'll get a reward for finding bugs or weaknesses in online structures and things like that. Like if there's if there's a way for people to hack into it and you find it and you close off that fucking, you know, thing. But I don't know, like, to me, like, 10,000, it seems a little low. Like, that's a huge improvement. When I looked at his post, he improved the load time exponentially. Like, it was upwards of like 10 minutes and he got it down so low. But yeah, it says it's part of the developer's bug bounty program. I'm sorry, but this feels like way more than your average bug. This is like a quality of life feature. This is the type of shit that a developer would fix, put a remaster on it, slap that on the box, and sell it for 60 bucks. So, I don't know. They should hire him. Give him that 10 grand and hire that dude. Because he just made their whole team look foolish. That had gone unnoticed for 7 years. Jesus Christ, Rockstar. Anyway, that's really cool. That's one of those good, wholesome stories. Good for him. Good for that guy, Toast. Good on you, dude. I make money off all these scared people. I know, right? Yeah. No one think. Yeah. Good lord. I got a good deal. Blizzard would be thanked him and then. Yeah, exactly, right? Blizzard would have done that. Like, how dare you? Then try to get him, like, exported. Good lord. From the little bit I played, I think the loading times PC are actually worse. Yeah, but now, luckily with this update, thanks to Toast, yeah, things are looking good. 7 years too late. But good for him, good for him. Yeah, 10 grand's not in the snow fat for sure, but holy Christ, he's practically, and especially with everything that's going on, people getting into GTA RP and that, this is going to be a huge boon for sure. Get his identity erased. Who knows? Yeah, like, God, ship him off to Serbia. A lot of the time, they're too scared to go changing code because one... I understand that, but, I mean, at the end of the day, it's very clear that people who created the original code are probably not there anymore. That's another example of game development. Alright, thanks for making this game now. Fuck off, you're fired. It's always the way. People are like, why can't they just make it like this game, you know, the last game? Because half of the developers aren't there anymore. So the people who created, and this is how they lose like master code and all this stuff. When you hear horror stories of classic games losing their master code, you're like, how could they let this happen? Because most of the time, the original creators have been shipped off to do something else, or they don't even work at the company anymore. Like, I was just watching a good video about, and I'm not a fan of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency in general. I think it's all the greatest hoax and waste of time ever, you know, because at the end of the day, it's just all fake and it's gone like that. So is normal money, but Jesus Christ. Anyway, so yeah, I watched a video about one guy who basically lost his login. He had like 1 million Bitcoin or something. That's as simple as that. Lost his log. That's great, and it's worth like $54 billion or something. Good God. Anyway, on to the next piece of news. A little bit smaller news. We've got Animal Crossing is breaking records. Look at these awesome ads. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do something about them. Oh yes. Oh yes! But Animal Crossing has sold 7 million copies in its first year. My God, that's like huge. That is something else. Jesus. Alright. Cool. I can't. I'm not gonna stay on these ones with the fucking boop. With the load, with the ads on them, because fuck them stupid games. Alright, this is a new trailer for Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. This is a sequel in the Dark Alliance series, and I have been looking forward to this one. What? 7? Okay. Damn, that's not great quality at all. Good God! Look at these little guys. This is like I think they've changed it into a third person, but this is a classic top-down series. Can we make it any better? But look, it looks good. I mean, I know it's always hard to transition between genres like that, but we'll see, we'll see. I used to love the Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance series. Holy shit. This one, clearly they're going for a co-op. No, I don't know. Like, we're still gonna wait and see on this one. I don't know, did Baldur's Gate 3 come out that time? There wasn't as big a splash for it. Maybe it's in early access. I heard Google has millions of lines that no one knows what it does, but they're too afraid to edit it. Oh, wow. That's ridiculous. That's like the fear of coding right there. Yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, that looks pretty damn cool. We'll hear more. What the hell? There you go. It's funny that they changed it to Dungeons and Dragons. Pre-order now. It's coming out in June. And we got consoles on it as well. Let's just close that. Boop. Alright. I also seen that the store page for the Gothic remake is actually up as well, which is really cool. The guys who work on that, the original Gothic was Piranha Bytes, wasn't it? Very sure it was. And then they went on to make the Risen series. You guys ever play the Risen series? I really liked the Risen. The Risen! But now I think they've got a new studio handling it. They're called Alchemia Interactive, which I think is just another subsidiary of THQ Nordic. Which THQ Nordic seems to be just buying up everything. It's crazy. I hope it doesn't backfire because they now own a lot of games, a lot of IP that I'm interested in. So if they go belly up after all this, it'd suck. Yeah, there we go. Piranha Bytes. They're a German-based studio, right? Yeah. And then they worked on Elix, which I said I just bought as well. Which is more of a sci-fi game. But yeah, Gothic, like, it's cool that it's getting a remake. And now the fact that the store page is up, we're getting closer and closer. Probably announcing a release date. Baldur's Gate 3 isn't worth touching again until they finish the damn... makes your save file useless. I'm so sorry. What is it, like a beta or something? I'm sorry. I hate when that happens, or when you play something, it's like, your save will not carry over. It's like, why should I even play it in the first place then? One letter in the wrong place can break everything. I understand that, but like, they literally have people dedicated to that kind of stuff, you know? Bug fixing. And once he fixed it, Pyro, then they fixed it. So it is truly, it is definitely neglect. It's neglect. It's not fear. They just didn't see it. It's an oversight. I don't think like a multi-billion-dollar company like Rockstar are afraid to mess with their own code. I know it's probably just because they're working on GTA 6 now, you know. So people don't even like. I had heard that pretty much after they put GTA Online out on PS5, that's probably the end. That's all she wrote. They're not going to add too much more to it. Well, we'll see. The rumor is that they want to do a reset when GTA 6 comes out. I don't know how people are going to feel about that, but they're at the point where they're like, we don't know what else to add, and everybody's got like fucking billions of dollars. And then the most, you know, no matter how many heists they add, the most exciting thing that have actually been added is, you know, the GTA RP stuff with no pixel and all those. That's what's keeping it really mainstream, not the heist. I see people do the heists and then never go back to the game. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, if the rumor is true about GTA 6, it'll be a female protagonist. We're going back to Vice City. Apparently, it's going to take place in two different eras. So it'll be like a younger character, and then it'll jump halfway through the game, like, you know, 20 years into the future or whatever. Which is kind of cool. We'll see. Apparently, the whole thing of what they did in Red Dead 2, without being spoilers, was a test for what they want to do with Vice City. They want to go down to like Cuba, make it like full fucking, almost like a Scarface or something. We'll see. We shall see. I wouldn't say we'll get GTA 6 till about 2023, maybe. I think 2023 is going to be a big year. That's the year we'll end up getting like Elder Scrolls 6, GTA 6. It'll be the year of the 6. Oh, the first act. Okay. Don't feel like we're playing the same 25 hours over and over. Yeah. Hell no. Do you think Baldur's Gate 3 and Diablo 4 will go head to head? Probably. Here's another little bit of news. As much as I hate talking about Fortnite, they're actually adding Tomb Raider, and also Raven from Teen Titans, I think, as well. But it's really cool they're adding Tomb Raider. I hope that's not Square Enix's big anniversary celebration. They're adding all of Tomb Raider's kind of skins. So you got Lara. This is the 2013 reboot Lara, but they're also putting in, you know, old school Lara. Yesterday we talked about the Tomb Raider 2 remake that's been done by the fans. It looks wonderful. If you do your homework, each of the Tomb Raiders are actually getting fan remakes. I just wish that Square Enix or Crystal Dynamics would wake up and see this kind of stuff. Like, look what Rockstar just did with that guy for fixing a bug. Why can't they just hire these people if they've created something so beautiful? Clearly, there's a lot of, you know, the fans can't find it, but clearly there's, when everyone who sees it loves it and falls in love with it. Diablo 4 will win. Yeah. And they'll probably try and get that out on console and everything too. Do you think? Diablo 4? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't like Fortnite, but it's good to see Lara getting some love. What's next? What have we got here next? Time flies by. Fucking Tiger Woods out of nowhere. Good lord. The man, like, just went through a massive ordeal. And somehow he was able to sign this huge deal. So apparently, 2K is after buying the studio behind the PGA Tour 2K21, right? What was it? Is this HP Studios Multimedia? And that basically they're gonna sign an exclusive deal with Tiger Woods. Lots of millions of dollars, lots and lots. As much as, you know, you might not like to watch golf or even play golf games, there is a massive audience for golf games out there. It's insane. You check any of the like websites, Twitch, YouTube, huge amount of people love these games. So no, it's bigger than you think. It's one of those things that are going on in the background. Alright, what else have I got up here? Let's see. EA. Ooh, EA just recently, they've been trying to get EA Play working for the Game Pass for PC. It's already working for Xbox Game Pass. It was very simple. But they're having issues with PC. They've always had issues with PC because of their stupid Origin stuff. Like, I don't know about you guys. A lot of you probably use Origin in some fashion just because you have to. It's never because you want to, which sucks. So what they've done now is they've dumped 75 titles onto the Microsoft Store under the codename Rosebud. But I think what this actually means is they're probably just going to go through the Microsoft Store. We'll see how people feel about that, because a lot of people probably don't like the Microsoft Store either. But it kind of helps. It's one less sign-in. It might actually allow you just to do it all through the Xbox app, because that's kind of what they want. But 75 games is huge, damn. I wouldn't be surprised by E3 if we didn't hear about Ubisoft Play, or whatever they call it now. Ubisoft Play Plus will go on to the Game Pass as well, and you can just play all the Ubisoft games that way. There has been rumors of them putting Watch Dogs Legion on the Game Pass, but this would just be, you know, 7 birds at one stone. The thing with the Game Pass is, it is definitely at this moment, it feels like too good to be true. But, you know, you might as well get it while the getting's good, because I do believe, Microsoft being Microsoft, that they're going to keep re-examining the Game Pass, and we'll get to the point where it's going to be a big subscription service. You know, it's going to go back to the original price of something like $15 a month or something like that, you know. That's for the ultimate. Right now, you can do it like, you know, it'll be like 3 months for $1 or 1 month for $1. Just a way of getting people in there. Because the market for the auto-renew system in every single subscription service is huge. Like Netflix and Amazon, they all reckon it's in the billions of dollars, because people will just let it go. Just keep letting it auto-renew on their bank account. Or mommy's credit card. But yeah, I'm one of those people. I'm a bit more like, look, I'm turning this off as soon as I buy the month or whatever. Because, yeah, it can run away from itself. For sure. This is still cool. I know there's a lot of people who've been playing, wanting to play a couple of the older EA games. I know you might go, oh, fuck EA. Like, I'm right there with you, but they still, unfortunately, hold the keys to a lot of wonderful IPs down the line. Even me just checking my Xbox Game Pass, I'm like, god damn, this is a lot of stuff. It's just funny, it comes at a time where they're gonna put like the Mass Effect games on it just before they go and release the Legendary Edition. So they always do that. Like, people will end up playing it on Game Pass, and then you'll end up, you know, cutting into your sales of the Legendary Edition remaster. So silly. For billion-dollar corporations, these guys are clueless. Clueless as hell. They could have waited. Anyway. Or, like, just not put the Mass Effect trilogy on the Game Pass yet or something. I don't know. I'll probably get the Legendary Edition. I want to see the changes to the first Mass Effect. I doubt it's going to be very, very good, but we'll see. yeah, as I was saying, you guys let me know if you can even read any of this stuff. If it's too small, I'll figure something out. It's not a whole lot anyway. Just basically, it's a good sign that they might announce EA games coming to the PC Game Pass pretty soon. Alright, on to our next little bit of news. A good horror game studio that I know, Red Candle Games. They're awesome. They've been in a lot of hot water lately. They're responsible for the game Detention. You might have seen me playing it. It was a 2D Taiwanese horror game based in a school. Very creepy. But they also worked on a game after that called Devotion. Now, poor Devotion has gone through hell. Absolute hell. So this is the game that very famously had a joke in it. A joke nodding to, I believe it was the Chinese president. And we know how sensitive he can get, so he immediately made them take that down. That was back, I think, February of last year. So a couple of YouTubers and bigger people got to play it, then it was gone. So recently they tried to put it on GOG, because GOG are very, very helpful to all the developers. They usually give them all the revenue for their games. They're usually DMR free as well, which is good. But as soon as it was announced, it was very quietly taken off that store as well, which sucks. So somebody in the background, some PR company or something, is clearly out to try and blacklist them. So I want to play the game. Devotion's supposed to be a really good horror game, you know. It just sucks. It actually comes down to freedom of speech at this point. I'm sorry, but you gotta say what you gotta say. It just sucks that one tiny little silly joke is now probably going to end up getting this bloody studio. I don't want to say it, but it probably will. It probably will get them shut down. We'll see. Anyway, so now what they've tried to done is they've created their own store themselves. Basically just a website where you can buy the game and download it. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think that's going to last either. Not as simple as that. You've now, like, they've obviously clearly made an enemy for life. And that sucks. It really sucks. It's just pure freedom of speech being shut down right before our eyes. But I would love to play it. Saving up all my free time for God of War. Very nice. The 2018 God of War. Hell yeah. I was just reading an article recently that said that Shuhei Yoshida did not even like that game when he played it. He said he was horrified because he was so used to the old games. Not mad. He would have been the guy go like, shut down. Oh, right. Ragnarok. Nice. We probably won't get Ragnarok till April of next year, I'd say. March, April. I know that seems crazy, but yeah. They announced it with a fucking logo. They shouldn't have put 2021 on it at all. It was very foolish. And now, if you go to, like, Cory Balrog's, or I always call him Balrog because of Lord of the Rings, but it's like Barlog, there we go. I'm sorry. He's an awesome dude. You should follow him on Twitter. He's one of those directors of a game studio who actually keeps it real, and he keeps it really real. And he's basically, even if it is a nod to Cyberpunk, he said it's coming out when it's ready. So yeah, I think this year in terms of exclusives for PlayStation, we're gonna get Ratchet and Clank in June. I would say I put my money on Horizon 2 being like October, November maybe. Yeah. We know Gran Turismo 7 has got way pushed back. And yeah, in a way, like, it sucks if it's going to get pushed back, God of War, Ragnarok, but I don't know. Like, the way everything's going, no one really has a PS5. I could see that game definitely being PS5 only. We'll see. That's what they want to do, but they're selling them as fast as they can make them. It's just there's so many in the hands of scalpers. Fucking crazy. Alright, let me see. I was looking into some more Gotham Knights, Pyro, and no new news yet. I know they said 2021 as well. Basically, people have just been talking about, like, how is Barbara Gordon able to walk? Like, you're playing as Batgirl. How does that work? Because we know they've said it's separate from the Arkham Asylum games, but it's still in the Arkham Asylum universe. And we know that she was Oracle at that point. I was just checking out this article from Game Rant. They've basically been breaking down each of the comic book timelines to see basically, you know, what's the story. But when that game comes out, I will probably definitely be playing as Batgirl. Hell yeah! But the thing I worry about that is how is it going to play? Is it going to be closer to Avengers? Because it might be a dud if that's the case. I hope not. I hope they try and keep it like close to the Arkham games in terms of, you know, the combat and that. I don't mind there being damage numbers and things like that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see. Alright. Let me open this up here. So yeah. Not too much news, but I think the most exciting and interesting news today has to be Octopath Traveler coming to Game Pass. Does that open the door for other Nintendo games coming to Game Pass? I don't know. This is fucking crazy. It's very clear that Phil Spencer wants to put the Game Pass on everything, and Sony, I would say Phil Spencer even approached each of the developers, each of the big publishers, and was like, hey, how about we put Game Pass on this and that? Because here's the thing, to work out an agreement like that would be like a milestone to put those kind of games on each of the other systems. But I would believe that they would probably want a cut of each of the games as well. You know, if you put it on Nintendo, Nintendo would want a cut of each of the Game Pass games. Or subscription in this case, you know. I don't know how that would work. Because it is a genius play. Like, I could definitely see maybe not the next generation, but the generation after that, where Xbox they just run off the Game Pass or whatever they'll call it by that time. It would be like a digital storefront, you just play it from there. I'd say they'll still have a console, but they clearly don't care about the console numbers anymore. It's all about Game Pass, the MCUs, the monthly users, right? Bam! Feels so long gone since we heard about Gotham Knights. 6 months. Has it really been 6 months? Good lord. Quality ships so much. I'm excited for this one. I like the idea of the freedom. Like, I hope that's a good thing. Alright. What we got here? See, why is the quality drop so low there? Come on. Come on, YouTube. Keep it together, you piece of shit website. Come on! Good God. That was a good trailer when they showed it off. I gotta give it to them. Looks a lot of fun. Like, straight away you can see that Gotham looks way more, god damn, like way more full of people. I'm kind of sick of running around Arkham just with a whole lot of bad guys everywhere. Gotham City was not like that at all. So I'd like to see civilians and people driving around and stuff. It's a living, breathing city, even if they're running in fear. That'd be cool. And it's about time. I think Arkham Knight still looks amazing, but you know, it's a very empty little Gotham. But it was still our first kind of look at a proper Gotham. It's not easy to say that one. Let's close you down. You're blinding the shit out of me. I'm back, lads. Yeah, I'm just talking about this dude. Like, you know, a couple of websites were talking about like how is Barbara walking in Gotham Knights, because it's meant to be separate from the Arkham Asylum games, right? But it's still in the same universe. So we know she was Oracle. So I mean, they can always just pull what Batman did with his knee in Dark Knight Rises and just say it's technology. But we haven't heard anything else new from this. I can't believe this trailer was 6 months ago, but there you go. Yeah. I'm okay with the levels and the damage numbers and that. It's got kind of a Division vibe about it. I mean, if I was, you know, if it had to be like one of the games, like Division 2 or Avengers, I think I'd prefer it to be closest to Division 2. In terms of how they deal with leveling system. I'm still hoping. They said you can play it single player and co-op. 2-player co-op, which is kind of cool. It's been a while since Arkham Knight, and these guys' last game was actually Arkham Origins, like in 2013 or something. So it's been a long time. So I'm hoping for a big Gotham, you know, a well-realized Gotham. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That is Kate. What's her name? Not Batgirl. No, it's definitely Batgirl. It's Barbara Gordon. I don't know how to feel about this. Kate Kane. Kate Kane. What is going on with the Batwoman show? They flip it all over the place. They're changing the actress who plays her every season. I don't know how I feel about that. Kind of crazy. Yeah, look, if that's how big Gotham's gonna be, I'm very, very happy. It's about time. I already see a bit of clipping and stuff. But yeah, this is a definite for me, because we're not going to get Rocksteady's Justice League or Suicide Squad game for a long ass time. Anytime these developers give us a release date or a release year, you gotta kind of add another notch to it now, because there was not a lot of development done in 2020. Everyone was just trying to survive a fucking pandemic. Power beat you to it. Ah, you're all good. The issue I have with this is, besides Batgirl, I don't see any reason to play as any of the other characters. I think they chose poorly in terms of... They wanted to keep it in the Bat family, I understand that. But, well, see, maybe that's something they'll add later. I just don't see why we couldn't have got, like, people like fucking Azrael in there. You know, there's so many... Just having, like, 3 other Robins is ridiculous. I don't care if they've different names. They were Robin at one point. So it's Batgirl and 3 Robins. They all have different powers and stuff, which is cool. But it's not going to be enough to change them. Especially when Red Hood and Robin look almost identical. Boom! Yeah. Alright. About 5 Batgirls. Yeah, that's true. It might not be Barbara. But I'm nearly sure even they've confirmed it's Barbara. We'll see. Barbara. Yeah.
What's up, Doc?
How's it going, DPG? How you doing? Sorry if the quality's not the best on it. I don't know why trailers, man, don't run the best. Gotta sort that out. Azrael. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But that's what they might do. They might add them later, dude. They might add them later. That's what I'm worried about, in a way. It'd be cool. I would prefer them still to handle it like DLC and not Battle Pass. Well, we'll see. I'm hoping they're taking, you know, playtest feedback, the internet's feedback. I really hope so. Because I want this to be good. I'm there with them. I'm buying it either way, but I also bought Anthem, and so that turned out so. We don't want that again. Some games I've noticed as well, like what's happening with Watch Dogs Legion, they're able to like add DLC, like expansions almost, but then they're also letting you play the whole campaign with that character. That is the perfect thing to do. So you have, like, you know, Aiden Pierce and Wrench, and it's like you can play the whole campaign with Aiden Pierce. So that's what I'd like them to do with this. Give us a big like DLC with Azrael, and then go, guess what else? You can play the whole single player campaign as Azrael as well. Boom. At the end of the day, it's a couple of move changes and a skin change. You bought Lego Harry Potter. Very nice. Jeez, you bought a lot of games. Damn. Mafia 2. Did you buy the trilogy? I hope you bought the... Did you buy the new games or the old ones? Yeah, Mafia trilogy. I hope you did. I hope you didn't get screwed. If you bought the old versions of them, you just made a boo-boo. The Mafia trilogy itself should be pretty cheap. And you get all of the fancy new ones. This one's called Gotham Knights. That's what they're calling it. And it's going to be 2-player co-op, but you can play it single player as well. And basically you got Batgirl, Robin, who's there, Red Hood, and then Nightwing. And you can choose between them. Batman himself has gone missing. Bruce has gone missing. Maybe even presumed dead. This is them fighting Mr. Freeze. It's made by Warner Bros. Montreal, who made Batman Arkham Origins. And they haven't done anything since then, but apparently they had a lot of stuff that was cancelled, which is sad. But this is cool, because Rocksteady themselves, who haven't done anything since Arkham Knight in 2015 are working on a Suicide Squad game. It's called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It looks kind of crazy, but it's a long time away. Anyway, this looks awesome. I still think Batman will show up. That might be another DLC. Absolutely, like, it'd be silly not to. But where it ties into Arkham, the Arkham series, we don't know. It's all up in the air for now. Keep an eye out. Yeah, but which one did you get? Did you get the trilogy? If you just got the old games, you kind of might have screwed yourself over a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, so they remade the first Mafia game, but they also did a definitive edition of the other two. I know it doesn't mean a lot, but it adds better frame rate and better resolution. Yeah, but is it the definitive edition? It's like talking to a child. After working as Oracle for a while, Barbara was able to undergo a form of physical therapy. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think? That is from the comic storyline. Yeah, that was that New 52? Yeah, we don't know. Like, the Arkham series followed The Killing Joke, and that was when Joker paralyzed Barbara, you know. Who knows? We don't even know if this follows Arkham. They won't confirm or deny because they're afraid to lose those fans, but they should be fine. I just hope they don't try and follow the Avengers, because we know the whole tug and war between DC and Marvel for too long. For too long. I don't want to see the games do that as well. Because besides Spider-Man, you can count the Lego games, I suppose, but you know, there hasn't been too many great Marvel games recently. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is supposed to be very good, but it's stuck on Switch. Mafia 3 is fine as the base edition. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely, I agree with you there. It's not a big deal. You're not. At the end of the day, they're all great. Boom. Yeah, the first one got remade. It feels good. It feels like the shooting and everything. It feels like a Rockstar game. I'm convinced they used the Red Dead Redemption 2 engine. It might not look as good as that because it's you know, it's a different team, but it just feels very like they went for that kind of lifelike shooting and going into cover. Everything feels like a human doing this, and anyway, so it's good, but you do end up getting killed a lot. So I started playing that one Mafia, so I got, yeah, hell yeah, I'll be playing Mafia 2 eventually. Just gotta wear down some of the other games. Anyway, so that's that. We just slipped over that trailer because I'm excited to hear more about that one. But yeah, let me see. Any new news before it? Because here's the thing. While I'm streaming, new news just pops off. New news! Alright. Hell yeah. I'm still hoping we will. Persona 5 may be coming to Xbox. Cool. I'm still hoping that we'll hear more about Tomb Raider, what they're gonna do. I don't want just a simple trilogy. That's not enough. It's their 25th anniversary. Now is the time to do her justice. Unless he's Avengers with a Batman textures. No! Max Payne's classic does look good on PS4. Do you mean Max Payne 3? When I play on PS3 version, slow and glitchy because PS3 is probably... Oh, really enjoyed Mafia 3. I'll have to get the Mafia 1 remake. Yeah. Just bought the trilogy. The trilogy keeps going on sale. I can get it for €35 now for the whole trilogy. But I mean, you know, maybe things are different for you. Alright, yeah, fucking awesome to see Octopath Traveler come onto the Game Pass. It just continues to surprise me over and over again. What in the hell is going on? Alright, cool. Is this still going? Nice.